They're saying it's okay to proceed, and they're handing me a compass. It's very interesting. Like we're going on a journey, going on an exploration. We're going to explore. So they're not messing around. They want us to launch at an airport. And this airport, we're standing on the tarmac, you and I, and there is no etherical cloud or pillows or imaginary things. The spaceship has landed in front of us. And this is the vehicle that's going to be taking us to the halls of knowledge. We're standing on the tarmac, of course. And it is a disc-like spaceship, sort of like the shape of Saturn, the silhouette of Saturn, like it's kind of big in the middle and then thin on either side. And Scott and I, we just walk in and we have sort of like moon boots on, like Uggs or something. Our boots are. And we're walking into the spaceship as we would if we were walking straight on from the tarmac. And inside of this spaceship, you and I are sitting on the driver's seat. We're sitting as co-pilots, like at the dashboard. Now I'd like to request a guide to assist Scott and I before we actually take off in this craft. So I'm seeing a bird. It's a larger bird with longer legs. It has black and white and a long, not a long bill, but a longer bill. Okay, so they are suggesting to me that they are this bird, this earthly bird is representing an avian. I'm not sure if it's a blue avian, but an avian guide that is going to be assisting us on this craft, on this journey. And I'm also seeing Lyrans. You might as well, if you're having a spaceship as your vehicle, you might as well have the ETs assist you with the as our guides. An avian and a Lyran. Anyone else? The moment we lift off, we almost put the craft on autopilot and we're very comfortable and we're mingling with our guides, sort of like the craft is flying itself while we're all conversing, getting to know one another. And we sort of go through like a time warp, some sort of a vacuum that we go through. And it's almost like we're floating. And this is, well, I've never seen the location of the halls of knowledge. They're on the other side of this vacuum. Never seen us actually travel towards it. It's sort of like suspended in midair, in mid-space. It's like a universe of its own. Like a pocket in the universe. We fly into the landing pad. When we land, we're on like a desert terrain. We step out of the craft and we think our shit doesn't stink, Scott. We're not, we're here. You know, we're very confident about ourselves. Yeah, we got our guides and we're here. And we walk over to this, what appears to me to be like a mirage in the sand, sort of in the desert. It's like a mirage. It's all very etheric. It's very imaginary, very sort of just made of energy, this mirage. And we walk up to this, the door, the gates of the halls of knowledge. And we meet the gatekeeper. So what I see as the gatekeeper at the door of the halls of knowledge is a German Shepherd. And this German Shepherd is telepathic. And this German Shepherd has like a armored vest, like a hard armored vest, almost like a police, a guard. Of course, he's a guard dog. He's the guard. And he's wearing armor to protect his heart. So we ask the gatekeeper. He's there to protect the halls of knowledge. He's like the night watchman to protect what's inside. So we'd like to request to gain access with our guides, and those with pure heart and intent are granted access. All of us with our guides are allowed access. And the door goes up, it raises up like a garage door. And we're allowed entry. This is really different. And then once we all walk in, the garage door closes down. And they're correcting me. They're saying it's not a garage door. It's like Star Trek kind of up and down. Like it just slides up and down. It doesn't roll up and down. It just slides up and down. So let's connect with our guides. And what I'd like to ask is that we are guided to the lifetime of Scott's that is most important for him to learn about today. There are many doors along this hallway, to the left and to the right. All different shapes, sizes, colors, types of doors. All different energies coming out of each door. You can feel the energy behind the door. All different scenarios, all different experiences. Do you see a door that you like, that you feel attracted to, that you feel drawn to?
Fifth one on the right.
Would you describe the door?
Blue to me. There's some red around it.
Okay. So go ahead and reach for the doorknob or the way to gain access. How do we gain access? How do you open the door?
I think I just put my hand on it.
Ah.
I don't think there's any doorknob. It's just my energy has to go to that door.
And does it dematerialize?
Yes.
And are we instantly inside, or do we need to walk through the archway?
No, there's like a okay, I don't know if you know the movie Stargate, but it has like a film we got to walk through.
Oh.
But yeah, I just touched the door and it just kind of evaporated, and now there's a film there we got to walk through. Kind of like going to a different portal realm.
Exactly. Good.
Yeah.
Good. What do you see around you?
You mean peeking in?
If we walked in, what is surrounding us if we're inside of this
I see trees
life?
everywhere.
Okay, good. Good.
Yeah, it's
And
like a oasis type of theme. There's trees, bushes, fern plants everywhere, some water. Um,
would it be like a tropical?
if it looks very tropical, yeah. Blue skies. I don't see many clouds. Rolling mountains.
Does it feel like Earth?
No.
So as you were describing the scene around you, what I was feeling was I was seeing like an Aztec, like an ancient Aztec type of um, energy around because of the purity of the foliage and the trees and the mountains and the bushes and the ferns and the water, all of this pure the purity. It seemed like an ancient Aztec sort of feeling about it. Is this something that resonates with you, Scott?
Not yet. Haven't gone beyond anything else yet as far as the scenery. I don't see any pyramids or structures yet.
Mm. Tell me more about the water and the foliage and the scene around you. How does it make you feel?
They're telling me, you know.
Mm. I feel like maybe you're longing for home. Does it feel like something that you're longing for?
Not really. It's more of like just somewhere I've been.
Mm.
It doesn't feel like home. It feels like a vacation. It's more foliage and everything. That there's not a lot of water. No, there's like deer, but they don't look like deer drinking out of the puddle
Mm.
water.
Well, what I'm hearing is that this is a planet, a universe where these creatures and these species of plant life originated. And just as humans were seated on planet Earth, this is where the animals and foliage originated before they were seated on planet Earth. This is the familiarity of that we see these things on Earth, but they're not from Earth. They were all, this Earth was created by all different planets and environments that are contained in the universe. Wow, that's really cool. So this is where all of this originates, and you are part of this. This is your where you resonate. This is your resonance is with this plant life and animal life. You have a deep resonance to them. You're almost like a an overseer, and that you were sent here on Earth to oversee the plants and the animals. This is where you use these skills as a farmer, and you used your intuition and your instinct to tune into the vibration of the plant life and the animal life that's around you. And you carry this vibration in this lifetime on Earth as you were in that lifetime where all of these energies originated. Wow, Scott. Show me Scott. So I think you were an elemental. I think you were an elemental in this lifetime. I don't see you as being a human figure or a humanoid. I think you were like an energy.
Very well could be because I'm not. It feels like I'm more of an overseer than an actual body. I can, see everything, but not interact. But I ain't going beyond this one scene.
Right. That's okay.
Feels like we need to go to a different door.
Okay, good. Good. We can do that. We can do that. And what I'm getting from this is that you were not just the overseer, but you were the steward of these energies that were seated on earth. And your energy is a steward that you promised that you would visit earth and come to check on the status of the energies that were seated here on earth. And I just see you here on earth vibrating or picking up the vibration from the plant life and animals in your surroundings. And this is part of the huge, I don't even know how to describe it, the huge episode, the huge trauma in your life when your farming life ended and you lost the farm, sold the farm, and all of that had ended. And it's your heart. You can feel the cry of all the plants and animals that are not being treated fairly, properly, or not given the chance to flourish because of all of the constraints and the greed in the area. It's like an injustice in your heart because you know that you could feel the life that was around you on the farm from the plants and the animals.
Yeah, that was pretty painful. It was a painful time.
And this, yes.
What I'm getting is, it's like, what I'm getting here from what you're talking about, that ending of my farming career is kind of like synonymous with a new life. So like in a past life, when that situation ended of an overseer of plants and animals kind of feeling, it's a new transition to a new life, as in the past life. So like that's synonymous with my ancestral past life. So every stage in our lives is actually a transition of a past life.
Wow.
So like at every time we have things in our own lives, it's similar to a past life.
I agree, but I feel as though you're unique when you have this huge ending and a new beginning, that you were given a new life. And I know that you said one day, I would just remember the story you told me when the morning you woke up and you had these abilities and the despair that you felt the night before and the cry that you had. And I believe that you were given a gift for a new beginning.
It's even like, you know, like when we pass and when we're birthed, there's a lot of pain involved.
Yes.
I mean, that transference, like when we're born, that energy coming out of the safety of the womb, coming out into the world, is a very traumatic experience. And it's the same as passing initially. And both those times in my life have been traumatic. It's the old saying of life and rebirth. And when we go through those traumatic times, it makes it's what I'm getting here is all correlated with our past lives. It's something we've dealt with before, but it's a life and rebirth every time.
I agree. I agree. And this is, I see this a lot, that I feel that our past lives are bleeding through in this incarnation, and that we're given the ability to use those energies and resources from our past lives in order to facilitate and to navigate through this incarnation. And this is the past life that you used through your time on the farm, and you use those resources that you had as that energetic elemental in that original world of all these plants and animals where they originated before they were seeded here on Earth. And that energy you were able to resource while you were working on the farm to tune into the plants, to tune into the grain, to tune into the animals and the cats and things. I remember I only heard, I'm sure, less than one minute story. I would love to hear more and more and more of your stories, the way you communicated and tuned in with the everyday goings on at the farm. And it's the resonance that you tuned into this energy that you were on the other planet, or in the other realm, wherever that was. Okay, so do you have any other questions for this door for this realm that we're stepping in?
No, that was the revelation. Basically, that everything is connected with our past lives. Every time we another door, another step, it's all coordinated.
Absolutely.
They said they were telling to go one more door.
Okay. All right. So let's ask our guides to step back out into the hallway, step back through that film of energy, and have the doors solidify behind us again. And we're standing in the hall, and we have our guides with us. And would you like to choose the next door, or feel or sense which door you're drawn to?
Doors down on the right, the 7th one.
Okay. Do you want to describe what the door looks like?
This one's green and it has blue trim.
Very good. And how do we enter through this green and blue door?
Bang, we just put our hand on the door and it opens.
Ah, very good. And the same film that we go through?
Yep, there's another film, another doorway, portal.
It is like a birth. That right there felt like a birth. Wow.
I'm just saying a baby being born.
Oh my gosh. Are you, at what vantage point are you seeing this baby? Are you the one giving birth?
Yes.
Or,
no,
oh my
me.
gosh.
No,
oh
it's me.
Oh, you're the baby.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Wow. Would you describe your surroundings? What's around us?
I think it's this life when I was born. Because it feels current home. I'm not sure what relevance this is going to mean for past life, but
mm-hmm.
There is a reason.
And who is the one that is observing this baby being born?
I'm not sure.
Is it you observing your own birth, or is it you experiencing your own birth?
It feels like I'm observing my own birth.
Right. So what do you look like if you're standing there observing a birth? Who is the one observing?
I don't think this person is alive. It's like very ancient grandfather figure. Some reason I'm seeing kind of like how I'm growing my chin hair different. There's like a goatee or beard. Not huge, but not sure, but it's a grandfather type figure. Very old or ancient. It's not my mom, you know, my dad wasn't even at my birth. So, but it's not someone alive, like an ancestor or something's thing in my help coming in.
So there is a spirit
Yes.
that is witnessing your birth, which is this lifetime, but it's the spirit that is observing this lifetime. Wow. And the spirit has a grandfatherly, ancient type of energy, and it's in a spirit form. It's a spirit energy. And this spirit, does it feel like it has lived on earth before? The spirit witnessing, the ancient spirit?
No.
So it would be a star being, or would it be a human? Or a mix, hybrid?
It feels more like an angel.
An angel?
Like the point of, oh, what do you call it? The point of that silver cord to spirit energy, like this is when life starts. The connection made um of kind of like who's gonna guide this whole for this life.
Ah, beautiful.
That kind of feeling. Even though my soul already had my connection to guides, but this is someone higher. Not like
Wow.
our spirit guides, but this is someone higher that will be guiding and protecting. This energy is the one that saved me in the car accident.
Mm.
I'm being told right now. In 2005, I had this bad car accident. It should have been passed, but this is the energy that saved me.
And you're experiencing this energy is sharing their experience with you. Wow.
Yeah,
And
it's,
you can see through their eyes.
yes. I mean, every single one of us have that kind of energy. It feels ethereal to all of the life that we've encountered. But to me, because there's so many angels in this universe, but I've never gotten this before that there's like an overseer to our soul. This one is a male dominant,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not getting it to someone that's been alive.
Okay. I understand.
There's everyone has a point of exit and point of entry. Not to be known, but it's kind of like the overseer and protector. Hence why, for my own mission, he has saved me at certain points in my life. You
I
know, there's always
understand.
lessons to be learned, but I should have passed from events in my life, but has saved me because that mission isn't complete.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was like the point of connection.
ask this energy, this angelic oversoul type energy, wise ancient energy, why they are allowing us to see them experiencing your birth. Why is this part important?
Like I said, it's something that hasn't been shared before.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted this information to get out that other people don't know and understand. Yeah, we are connected to the angelic realm, and that our initial time of birth is when we start that.
If I said to you, Scott, that this energy that is witnessing your own birth is your higher self, would that resonate with you?
I'm getting a no. It just feels like a wise source given to each as they enter this birth plane, a birth connection. I don't sense it's a connection or a collection of ancient self.
So why I was asking that is I was getting the feeling that an aspect of this energy, watching you being born, that an aspect of this energy is part of you being born, and this is what made me think that he may be your higher self, and the soul that stays in the spirit realm throughout all of your lifetimes. This is your oversoul. This is why it's so high and not a guide, because it's not a guide for a lifetime. It's
Right.
your oversoul. It's the big guy that you were part of. Like an aspect of him is being born, and he's overseeing this. So that's the only reason why. And you did say like the leader, and I kind of felt like that was. And you did say oversoul, but I felt like maybe it was and language is hard because it's only language, it's only words. And
Correct.
when I say higher self, I meant the soul in which you, an aspect of you comes through this world into this world. Like this is what I'm picking up as well.
Oh, correct. This energy, this entity knows all about me, of course. It's going to be my connection for this life. But it's not like it kind of like watches and knows a certain timing and it'll be here when needed.
More of like a birth angel.
Yes, there you go.
This is why we're witnessing your birth. I understand. So this birth angel has such an investment. I feel as though an aspect of this energy is being imparted with you as you're being born, your soul, your essence. And an aspect of this birth angel is being added to you, or is part of you that is being born. Sort of like they have a vested interest, like a part of them is being born. That's just the feeling that I'm getting, but it could be your birth angel. And this is why we're watching your birth, because we're meeting your birth angel.
Right.
But it is not a past life, but it is your life. And it is, wow. But you're the one, your birth angel is allowing you to witness your own birth. Wow.
Correct.
Wow.
It's kind of like the archangels are there for anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Like this birth angel is assigned to me.
Right.
But archangels are there for everyone, so it's like it's not like this energy is always around me. It's only there in certain times, kind of like archangels are. So it feels like one of the many angels in the universe for every human born,
Oh.
like an overseer
Mm-hmm.
kind of feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Do you sense a birth angel goes through to other people too to kind of help others? Or is it, is it for me only?
I think it's 1-to-1 ratio, birth angel to a human.
Okay. I was kind of sensing that, but I wasn't sure because it's like, well, why wouldn't a birth angel be, you know, helping others? I wasn't sensing always attachment around me, but there in times of need.
Mm.
So yeah,
Well, what a
interesting.
beautiful gift.
I wonder, it kind of feels like this birth angel also assists in guide transference too.
In what transference? I'm sorry.
Guide transference?
Oh, assisting the guides that come in and out of your life.
Right. Because
Wow.
every change in our lives we have different guides. But this birth angel seems to help the, like I said, there's, it's been stated before, but we have the silver cord that connects the soul to body. But there almost needs to be an energy transfer, help, to get our certain guides together with us. It's like, we have a different guide when we're born, up until we start school, up until we start college per
Right.
se, when we get
Right.
married, different, I have a different guide from when I first had my awakening in 2003 or 4, whenever it was, to who I do now. So there's this transfers and it actually feels very energetic. Even like when
Beautiful.
back in 2003, when I was in this depressional state, sad, waking up the next day of total comfort, even though I was asleep, there's a change in a knowing. So it feels like that's what we don't even realize it, but it is like a birth. It's energetic change, and it's, even though we don't remember being born, it's very traumatic. Even for mom, all the pain she goes through. But to going from that security of the womb throughout a tunnel to crying and waking up, and it's like, oh, you know, we have to learn to breathe. We have to learn to cry. We have to adjust to
Now
birth.
you did describe this energy very well as like an ancient male energy. And do you recall ever, I mean, I know that you said that they did help you during your accident. This energy may have saved you or did save you. And would you ever recall meeting, or does this face, or does this uh, uh, sort of image that you get when you think of this energy resemble or remind you of anything? Do you have any remembrance of ever being with this energy in different lifetimes? I'm thinking that this may have been a contract that he promised to watch over you.
Very similar when I first talked to Bob with the Akashic Records, and he told me about Palladian energy back in Mesopotamia area. So I visually asked about that, and that soul looks very familiar to the same.
Oh, wow.
So it feels Palladian, but soul can jump, whatever entity or race. but it feels like the same kind of soul.
Right. Right. That's beautiful.
That's the image I get, because I did channel that energy, and that was the vision I was given. There was some goatee kind of thing. I kind of, yeah.
I think that is
So it
so
feels like that
cool.
kind of.
Do you feel compelled to do this? Do you feel like you're being led or guided, or
Yeah.
that?
I mean, I never wanted this, but lately, actually, before we did this, about the time we talked about doing this Zoom here, I started this.
Wow.
This is, I go, well, let's see how it looks.
Wow. That's
It's so weird.
interesting that he's influencing you in this lifetime. Do you have a name or something that you would call this birth angel and guide from another lifetime? I feel as though it's like a soul contract kind of thing that you were his birth angel in his lifetime, and now he's your birth angel in your lifetime. Almost like you guys know each other, you guys are familiar with each other, and you guys have this sort of promise and honor, and like you know him. It's almost like there's a familiarity with him, that you've known him before, and that he's like just a very loyal and trustworthy pal, or loyal and trustworthy energy. That's really, really neat.
Yeah, I'm kind of M name. I'm terrible at getting names,
Well, it's okay. I mean,
because
you could call.
it's not a name like Mark, or it's ancient. It,
Mm, mhm.
mm,
If I said,
like Marcasano or something like that.
mm,
It's
mhm,
different, the name given or associated, but it definitely feels like an M name.
mhm. The one name that popped into my head, and sort of the image goes along with that. And would Merlin resonate with you at all?
Like Merlin the Wizard? No, not really.
Okay.
It, there's always something to do with I have a connection to Aquaman, because I think I've been like a mermaid type in a past life long ago, but and his name is Momoa, right? So it's similar to that, but longer, like
Okay.
Moa Kasano or something weird like that. But
Mm,
like I said, I just can't get it yet. But as
mm,
far as names popping in, it has to be familiar.
mm, mhm,
Like I know that image will be put in there.
mhm.
But this
Just
name,
the way that you're describing him as an ancient, and with the goatee and the, just the energy. Um, I tend to use the word magic more than others. People don't usually use it, but it's just my way of describing like etherical and unknown and otherworldly type of energy. And I describe that as magical, but some people don't like to use. It's a small word for such a big energy.
mm-hmm.
But he seemed to have that sort of etheric quality and intense. Mm, connection, communication, knowledge, wise. Excellent. Excellent. All right.
I don't know why. I think that's why I had a little head pressure this morning. As I mentioned, I had a headache, and now I don't know why. I don't know if it's the energy, but I'm feeling like a little tension. My third eye again. I don't know if it's the energy because I'm feeling it around. It's kind of weird
Mm,
because we had this set up, and it's like this morning. weird headache, but not really a headache.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden I'm feeling it again. I don't know. It's kind of pulsing.
Let's ask for these energies to take a step back and to retain their intensity at the halls of knowledge and not here in this realm, and that we're just observing and that we're not participating in that energy. It's maybe too intense at this time.
Oh, it could be my birth. Because, you know, the pressure of the skull, I think it's that.
Oh.
Need to release my birth. I think it is. I'm pretty sure that is.
I don't want you to be feeling bad or having any pain.
I mean, there's always a reason. What way things happen, you know, and I think that's why I was sensing this whole thing coming in to kind of prepare. And
okay,
I'm still in that, you know, realm of seeing. We haven't closed that door, so that's why I think that's the pressure. You get coned, you know, the baby.
I do feel it as well. I do feel the pressure in my head, behind my eyes, and in my forehead. So there is some sort of energy that's hanging around us and coming in close. It's a different vibration. So is there anything else that's important for you to learn about this scene?
I don't think so. I think it was just the message there that about our lives, how we go through different things, and that there's this earth angel. I don't know. I've never talked about it. It never came in my realm. I never read about it. So I think this is that we have a birth angel that's been through all our lives and knows.
Well, how beautiful it is that we were able to witness this, and I'm honored to have witnessed it with you. Let's thank the energies for revealing this scene to us and this information to us. And let's go back through the green door with the blue trim and let the door materialize again. And we're back in the hallway with our guides. And we're gonna sort of like brush off all of the energy that was so intense in that experience behind that door. And we'll just brush off all the energy. And we'll, I'm getting chills now. And we'll be guided with our guides back to the door where the gatekeeper is. And the door will slide up and we'll come through, and the door will slide down. And we'll thank the gatekeeper and we'll pet the gatekeeper. And the gatekeeper is just really excited and happy. Oh, that's why it was an animal. That's why it was a dog, because you came from that planet. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wondering why it was a dog. And then what we're going to do is walk back in this desert over to our craft, jump on the craft, put it on autopilot, come back to this realm, thank our guides, stepping out of the ship, out of the craft. We still have our boots on, and we turn around and wave, and the craft takes off behind us. And you and I, Scott, you and I have shared something very precious, very dear. And I hug you so tightly around your neck and say thank you for sharing this experience with me and for allowing me to take you on a journey. Now we come back to our original energies that are sitting here in this chair, where we feel the room around us, the light around us, the sounds around us, and we're back.
It was weird. Did you see? Very strange. It was a UFO spacecraft. What did you see when you were sitting in the chair? Like how we activated it to go. Did you see anything
on
there?
The way home or on the way there?
Both.
On the way home, we put it on autopilot and hit home, and then it just took us home. You know how you do on your phone, and you just hit home, and the GPS knows how to take you home.
I don't know. I mean, I've seen both of our hands kind of going to the center to like make the ship one.
Mm-hmm.
To make that connection.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like we put both of our hands on top of something. We connected.
Yeah.
And then that kind of feeling.
So I think in the beginning, when we were first taking off and we were at the dashboard or whatever, not the dashboard, but whatever that thing was that you'll listen to it back, and when we were like in the cockpit or the dashboard or something.
Yeah.
I think at that time we were merging our energies.
Yeah. That's what I said.
With the craft. Yeah. And then, but on the way home, I like to take the shortcut and just hit the home button because we're already programmed to come home.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. I didn't sense any melding or anything. It was already there. It's like, yeah, cool.
Yeah, because on the way there, it's developing. It's being shown to me as we're, doing step by step. But on the way home, it's sort of just reversing the process and bringing us back to this space, time and space. But
yeah, it's so weird about that first scene, though. Like you said, and when you were getting it, feel like it was like how Earth was planted. The DNA codes or whatever were taken from this place. Seed us kind of feeling. I couldn't go beyond. It was just a scene of rolling hills. Only seemed like one animal. Just deer, but not a deer. And then, I know you were getting some kind of ask that kind of thing, ancient, whatever, but I was just shown trees and ferns and just a small water, like maybe somehow water was seeded on this planet kind of feeling, and animals and minerals and whatnot. But like I said, I felt etherical, not part of the scene, but part of the scene, you know what I mean? The way spirit is, everything connected, but it wasn't being living. It was weird.
Interesting. Yeah. I never forget when you told the story. I mean, I know you told many stories, but when you said that you would fill the grain in what I don't remember what the container was, and you had no idea how filled it was, but you just sensed and understood that when it was filled that you would know. And you had like this, and it's that energetic knowing, it's that energetic kind of feeling that you get. And this is what I think you brought with you from that past life, is that energetic kind of sense that you feel with the plants and the grains and the animals and the land around you. And you kind of need, and farmers do have a very strong sensitivity to the land, and they have to. I mean, they're experts with the soil and the conditions and the feelings of the cows and the farm animals. You have to have some sort of a sixth sense to be good at it. But this is where I feel you pull that resource from, is from that lifetime. And this is, and I don't ever remember this going into a lifetime, but typically when we find out what the lifetime is, we find out that it's part of what the lifetime that we had, that we used a resource that came through in this incarnation that we were able to resource at a different time. It's really, really interesting how that just kind of plays out. But that was interesting. it wasn't another lifetime. It wasn't like you were a man or a lady in a certain
Right.
time frame on Earth. It was I didn't know what to expect. I thought maybe we were on a different planet, but it wasn't like a typical ET kind of experience or something.
Right.
It's
Well, this
interesting.
Earth had to evolve somehow. You
Right.
know, became a planet, along with the other ones, seated in this galaxy. Like I sense like every planet has its purpose, astrologically or whatever. This Earth would not exist without the assistance of the sun, moons, Uranus, Pluto, everything within that alignment, is all seated and it had to start somewhere. I
Right.
think I think we're just going back to a place
Hmm.
far, far away, that how it was seated.
I think you are the ancient one. You have the essence of that ancient one inside of you that you can
Very well can be.
resource.
It's a matter of tapping into it, but everything is recorded, but you don't you're not able to access all the time at the right
Well,
time.
what they do tell me in these halls of knowledge is the lifetimes that we did visit, you have full access to at any time. You can go back to
Yeah.
these places that you've seen and experienced and gain more knowledge. It's at your disposal and you can use it as a resource at any time. And this is your knowledge to have at any time. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I just think it's
Well, like I
absolutely
said, or
fascinating.
like you said too. I mean, even in my past life regressions and this time, not everything is shown. You need that energetic time to be in each place. It's not like we can just sit down and have a dream and see the thousands of lives or places we've been. It's a lot of energy to transfer back.